You type a web address, you hit enter, and in less than a second a website appears. But what actually happened in that second? Because between you pressing enter and that page loading, something incredible took place, something most people never think about. It starts with a name. When you type a web address, your computer has a problem. It understands numbers, not words, not names, just numbers. So before anything else can happen, your computer needs to translate that web address into something it can actually understand. A number, a specific number that points to exactly one location on Earth. That translation system has a name. It is called DNS, the Domain Name System. Think of it like the Internet's phone book. Every website has a number, called an IP address. DNS exists to match the name you typed to that number, so your computer sends out a question. A small invisible packet of data flies out of your device and travels to a DNS server. A server whose entire job is to know where everything is. It looks up the address, it finds the number, and it sends that number back to your computer in milliseconds. Your computer now knows exactly where to go, but knowing where to go is only the beginning. Now your computer needs to actually get there. It sends a request, a tiny packet of data that travels across cables, sometimes underground, sometimes under the ocean, to reach a server on the other side of the world. That server is called a web server, and its entire job is to store websites and send them to anyone who asks. But before your computer and that server can share anything, they need to trust each other. So they do something called a handshake, not a physical handshake, a digital one. Your computer and the server exchange invisible signals back and forth in milliseconds. They verify each other. They agree on how to communicate securely. They establish an encrypted connection. That little padlock you see in your browser address bar, that is proof the handshake worked, that everything between you and that server is protected. Now the server sends the website back to your computer, but not all at once. The website gets broken into thousands of tiny pieces called packets. Each packet travels independently across the Internet, taking different routes, different cables, different paths. And when they all arrive at your device, they get reassembled in the correct order in milliseconds, like a puzzle solving itself at the speed of light. Your browser takes those packets, reads the code inside them, and builds the visual page you see on your screen. Every image, every button, every word, all of it constructed in real time from thousands of tiny packets that traveled across the world just to reach you. And all of that happened in less than 1 second, every single time you open a website. The translation, the handshake, the packets, the assembly, all of it invisible, all of it instant, all of it happening right now in the background of everything you do online. The Internet is not magic, it is engineering. Extraordinary invisible engineering that most people never think about. But now you know. And here is what should keep you curious. What happens when one of those packets gets lost? What happens when the server goes down? What happens when someone intercepts the handshake before it completes? That is a story for another time.